of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the San Antonio Express taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Herbert, a gain of 6 there on 1st.
Mike Williams.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At their 40.
Herbert back to the air. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Herbert. Got it in over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver that got him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Murray going to throw.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, They don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 23 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
They run. Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. As he pulls it in. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches, you know, that gets underplayed.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 10 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6. At the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it.
Herbert's pass complete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make a dip over the runner to find a hole.
And all the way down to the 5. A big play there. 42 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they come?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Marcel Darius, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Brings up.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now left side on the swing pass. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. His pass caught with the forward. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jamal Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
14. Cardinals 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic, he can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things. And he incorporated that into his route running.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Back out comes San Antonio. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's good.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
out of bounds at the 40.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Herbert throwing again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
27-yard line.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
17.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll throw right away. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
10 yards.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 39-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray being chased out left. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
16.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back out comes San Antonio. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Herbert right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
27-yard line.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Makes the score Cardinals 21.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So we've reached halftime in a, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
20.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun, because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Casey Hayward.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Murray. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
A gain of 15. And the Cardinal first down.
Murray now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Arizona.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The quick slant caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Williams. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll run it with Williams. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
At the 40-yard line.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Cardinals.
To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Medina. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Number 82.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And the Cardinal.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
5 yards.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Herbert now on second down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert will drop this down to Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 more yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
For Keenan Allen.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Witherspoon on the coverage.
To throw again. Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. Williams! 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
8-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert, and this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And he's all the way up past the 25.
Nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Murray's pass.
A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
42 yards on
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back out comes San Antonio. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 32-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he checks this one down to Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Touchdown. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Chubb on the carry.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
27-yard line.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Arizona, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8.